stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, gigs passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans, I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs. I see the vision crystal clear. Opportunity is here. What I build is what I own. I plant the seed, I fully grow. No more doubt, I know my worth. I'm creating value on this earth. Step by step, I claim my space. Rome is now my daily base. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Oh, through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we will break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A dignified life, I'm coming through. Oh, oh, oh. This is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall. Through the gateway, I claim my place. A future built by skill and opportunity.
Hi everyone. Good morning. I don't know why my brain always is just always ready to say good morning, good afternoon, so wherever you are. Mister, I missed your voice. Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here, everyone. Thank you guys for always thank you, Tribers, for always making us feel welcome. You guys are very, very great reflection and extension of the healthy community that we're building here on the Gateway program. So thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the song that was playing. So today we are going to be talking about personal branding. I hope you follow our Telegram updates and the broadcast messages as well. So today, fasten your seat belts, guys. This is the 102 of the 101 we had last week, right? And we have two special things that we want to unveil to you during the course of this session. So sit back and relax. Good morning. You can just call me Sarah. This way, Sarah is making me feel so old. I'm sorry, guys. Just call me Sarah. But thank you so much for all the good morning. So let us know where you're joining us in the chat. You know how we do it. Just tell us your name, your track. If you want to sprinkle your pathway in there as well, and where you're joining us from so that everyone can identify one another in the chat. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. As you know, we always keep it real. And we're so excited to be here with you again. So I'm just going to take us right into the thing that we're here for. Well, not the thing that we're here for really, like a precursor before the main thing. So I'm sure you'll be hearing about PC Hub every time. You're like, okay, so what exactly is this CC Hub and what do they even do, right? I'm sure that by the end of this entire program, you'll be able to recite a lot of these things by heart, and I love it for you so much. So when you hear about Co-Creation Hub, we are the leading Pan-African creative and innovation ecosystem builder. Our mission is to accelerate the application of social capital and technology for economic prosperity across Africa. At TC Hub, we are committed to these activities by driving impact across three key focus areas. education, health, and the creative industry. In these areas, we enable the ecosystem that makes innovation possible, leveraging tools and levers including workforce development, investment, academic research-based innovation, civic resilience, community and ecosystem building, support for startup, AI, emerging tech, and green innovation support rather. And then we also sprinkle a bit of innovation hub strengthening as well. We expand Africa's capacity to solve its most pressing challenges and build prosperity from the ground up. Today, our footprint spans over 40 African countries where we actively support startups driving change. So let's talk about the Cool Gateway program, which of course involves and includes the cool kids, every single triber, every cool triber that is on this conversation. So the Gateway program is a 5-year program designed to equip 400,000 young Nigerians, especially women, persons with disability, and displaced youth with the skills, tools, and opportunity to access dignified gig work. Dignified gig work, guys. We only promote and ensure that you are equipped with the requisite skills to access dignified gig work. A critical component of this program is the mentorship and community learning phase, which connects participants to peer learning groups and access to digital tools through 20 selected hubs, two per state in Abuja, FCT, Enugu, Delta, Edo, Kaduna, Kano, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Rivers State. Now, there are two things that I would preface by saying, right? We've seen that a lot of us amazing tribers have been so excited about the launch of the referral program, and then we're sharing the link with our friends, which is good, guys. And sure, sorry, we're trashing guys and speaking with tribers. It's going to take me a minute, but I'm trying not to use them interchangeably. So pardon me, tribers. You are tribers and you're not guys. Okay. So please ensure that as this week comes to a close, you share the link, your referral link on your dashboard with your friends, but ensure that your friends who you're inviting to register for the program are within the 10 core states where the program is being implemented. And we also did mention, hubs across these 10 states. Yeah, a number of you have not gone to redeem your vouchers yet. So, in fact, there was a new update for those who are eligible that came from our Access to Learning and Workplace team yesterday. So check your spam, right? Check your junk, check your promotions. Ensure that you look at the eligibility timeline for you to go and redeem that particular voucher and then go into the hub, guys. Sorry, tribals, forgive me. Go into the hub, tribals. So we need you to go and fill up those seats. We need you to redeem your voucher. So those two activities are what I want us to have at the back of our minds when we you know, go into this weekend because today is already Thursday and I know us already feeling weekendy. So we have, of course, Zainab will come up very soon. I know we've been enjoying the confidence talk that Zainab has been giving us. Me, I've been enjoying it too. Let me just tell the truth. Everything that we're doing here, me, I always try to benefit from it. So every time Zainab comes, and sprinkles, from our well of knowledge. I also grab. So ensure that you're grabbing one or two, maybe five or six or seven or eight or nine or 10 things from this session. But we're going to do a quick icebreaker, right? Because we're talking about personal branding, it's very important for us to be able to begin to think about personal branding in reality for you as a gig worker. So personal branding is nothing abstract, right? So let's do this quick icebreaker activity. You can also look at the icebreaker. Um, I'm going to read out the icebreaker question for you now. So in case I'll read it like maybe once or twice, and you can leave your comments for us in the chat. Okay, so you just landed your first gig, right? A client asks to see your portfolio. What do you send to them? I actually want to see what we're thinking about. 'Cause the first session that we had with Efota last week already laid a very solid foundation about communication and how to interact with our clients, and it also talked about I'm giving us a quick refresher. It also still talks about the intersection of comms and personal branding for you as a gig worker. Sorry, guys. We are beginning to experience the downtime in Nigeria a bit so much. I know somebody made jest of me the last time. I was like, signs that you are in Nigeria. I know. Oh, you guys, we're doing live stuff now. So don't worry about the live thing now. We're locked in. We're staying locked in. Okay. So answer. I want to see your answers in the chat or Tribers. You just landed your first gig, right? A client asked to see your portfolio. What do you send to them? I want to see how we're thinking about personal branding, really. What are you going to send to your clients? I want to read out some of the comments. I'm still seeing, okay, I'm still seeing where our introduction, okay, I guess it's a bit of lag from YouTube, but I will just wait for us to give some responses and then I'll read them out. So it's on the ticker in case you missed the question I asked. You just landed your first gig. Okay, drama review says a case study. Mm. Okay, you're sending the case study first to your clients. Okay, that's an interesting, answer. But it would be great to see, you know, mm, but how do you know what the clients want first? Because you've never interacted with them before. This is your first point of contact with them. Okay. I think that it's a great response, but I also want to see what everybody else is saying. Goswell said, I'd send my LinkedIn profile alongside my Google Drive link containing past projects. Okay, that's good. Links to social media or YouTube showcasing your work. I'll send links to my previous work. Okay, that's interesting. Keep the responses coming. Portfolio websites. Oh, nice. That's very good. Okay, I like portfolio website by the way. And that everyone, we need to think about having one unified, portfolio because you cannot be sending multiple links to your client. Just imagine the person does not have time and there are like 100 other applications they have to sift through. So it's great if they can see one solid link. And there are tools that you can use. You can use Canva to even just design a portfolio. There are already pre-saved templates on there that you can use. It's great that we're all thinking about showing them proof of work, which also includes our previous work and all these great things that we're saying. Oh, Trevor are so brilliant. I love it. It means that we're always paying attention in the sessions and it makes me so excited to see all these responses. So keep your responses coming. And while we're thinking about that a bit more, you can still keep your, responses coming in the chat and we will just prepare for Zainab to come up, but I'll read a bit more responses just to allow her some time to prepare so that she comes and give us that solid well of knowledge she always shares from. Okay, Rod Media TV says a link tree for them to go through my socials and see the thing. I like that we're thinking about it, but we must also remember that our clients may not have time to be going through every single thing that we send. So that's why having one unified portfolio is very important. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the lights out, and we're back now. Okay. All right, we'll lead them to my LinkedIn portfolio where previous jobs and skills are on my website. Okay, that's good. I love the responses we're getting. So let's keep the energy coming in the chat whilst we welcome Zainab to give us 5 minutes of her very amazing lightning talk. Zainab, you can take us away. Heidi.
All right, thank you, Sarah, for that welcome, and hello, everyone. Today we'll be talking about something that is as critical as the skills that you're learning, and that is how you're going to believe, how you believe in yourself, and how you believe in the work that you can do. Okay, so today's topic is claiming your keyboard, right? Very catchy topic, right? Claiming your keyboard. First of all, we're going to be talking about Sorry. First of all, we're going to be talking about how the digital space sees us. So, as women, mostly, when you enter the digital economy space, you will find that there are a lot of hidden barriers that you don't even know exist. And this is not because you lack the skills or the confidence, it's just a confidence gap. Because most women apply for roles only when they are 100% sure that they've met the full criteria. But for men, mostly, once they know they've reached at least 60% of the criteria, they are confident enough to apply. And this is a study that has been done on workplace confidence by HP, and it has been cited worldwide. So just know that in this fast paced world, you're not going to be waiting for perfection. If you wait for perfection, you're going to miss out on very vital opportunities. All right. So the gap doesn't mean that you don't have the talent, it just means that you don't need to hesitate. Right. Okay. So now let's shift our mindset. I want us to shift our mindset from thinking about how it's going to look like and into doing it. So you are going to be reframing expertise as problem solving. You must know you for you to be able to build your confidence in digital economy, you have to view your digital skills in a different way. One, you need to know that nobody knows everything. The digital landscape changes every day, every week. You don't need to know everything for you to be able to add value, right? So you just need to shift your mindset from I don't know how to I can learn how. Okay? A great freelancer isn't a working manual. You don't need to know everything. It's just your ability to be able to search, go on Google, watch a tutorial, go on YouTube, watch a tutorial, and figure things out. All right. Your perspective is the skill. The way you organize, the way you communicate, and the way you solve problems is a very, very strong skill that clients are looking for. So you don't need to think about telling yourself that you don't know how. You just need to learn how you're going to do it. Okay. So there are actionable strategies that you can use to build your confidence in the gig economy. For the micro gig strategy, don't wait until training ends for you to pitch. Start with a tiny, low stakes project that you can do. Formatting a document, validating research or reviewing research documents, designing a simple graphic, auditing a small website, just small wins that you can use to build momentum, that you can use to build your profile. As you're doing that, you need to have a visual proof portfolio. Why? What do I mean by visual proof portfolio? It means something that you can share with your clients when they need to know who you are or what you're capable of. Okay, the imposter syndrome fights dirty, but it can't fight facts. You need to have facts to be able to show what you can do. So keep a folder of your best work, your positive feedback screenshots, your certifications, your commendations, and just things that you can showcase to show that this is who you are. Rather than talking about them, showcase them. Okay. But whenever you're going to pitch to a new client, look through your portfolio and see what do you have that can tell this client that I am capable. Okay. Look at it and then before you pitch a new client. Avoid underpricing your services just for you to get in the door. No, when you do that, you're showing that you don't have quality work and you're telling your clients that you're not capable of what they want you to do. So it often signals that you have low quality to clients and chip away your self-worth. Okay. So these three strategies is very, very key for you when you're in the gig, when you're trying to build yourself in the gig economy. The micro gig strategy, build a visual proof portfolio, and then price for value, not fair. Okay, own your own space. The digital economy is built on autonomy. It doesn't care about your background, it cares about the value you deliver. Your training has given you the tools. Now you need to give yourself the permission to use them. All right. Don't wait until you feel 100% ready. Bid for the contract, pitch the client, and trust your ability to figure out the rest along the way. So now step up to your keyboard and claim your space. Thank you. All right. So Thank you for that. If you know you've learned something, just drop it on the chat. Let me see what you've learned from this 5 minutes of we had. Let me see you drop something on the chat. Okay? Okay. Um, yeah, thank you to Sarah. Thank you, Emmanuel, Badros. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see what you think you've taken from today's lightning talk. Yeah. Thank you, all of you. I want to see the thank you as much as I want to see what you've learned, right? Okay. I want to see what you've learned. Tell me what you picked, what you understood from today's lightning talk. We've been talking about building your confidence a lot, and then I want to know if it's actually making an impact in you. All right. Yeah, and thank you, everyone. I can see the thank you coming. I want to see that you are doing something. Yes, confidence gap stood out for me. You don't have to know it all 100%. Timini, no, that's a nice one from you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I learned that I shouldn't limit myself. A taekwondo, that's a wonderful one. Do not wait until you're 100% ready. Yes, God's will. You don't need to be 100% ready. Actually, there is nobody that is 100% ready. We are all learning in the process, all right? You don't need to wait for perfection. You can always learn along the way. Yeah, Vera, you always learn along the way. I need to own my space and I know how. Yes, sweet. You need to know how to own your space. Yeah, I can see a lot of comments coming in and I'm liking that. Yeah, have a visual proof of your best work. That's very, very key. You just need to have a proof because, like I mentioned, the imposter syndrome cannot fight the fact that you already have on ground. Okay, all right. So thank you very much, and that is 5 minutes from me to you today. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Zainab. And thank you so much, everyone, for the feedback in the chat. Let's give flowers, confettis to Zainab. If you, it was a very, very quick nugget, but I know that we're able to pick one or two things from that. And so I want us to also spend the next 30 seconds sharing this link with our friends. So this is such a fun conversation, and we're getting into the meat of things very, very, very soon, right? So if you know that somebody is supposed to be here, they have interest in the gig economy, they want to learn about how to start positioning themselves as gig workers or even for clients before they complete the entire program. All these conversations that we're having here also ties into your learning as a gateway participant. So don't think of it as conversations that are isolated from your learning. They go hand in hand. Learning can happen informally, and this is these sessions are ways for us to drive it. I can see the confetti for Zainab. I can see the flowers. Don't forget to share this link with your friends to invite them. I want us to take the numbers on this live stream up a notch. I can see that people are joining. Thank you for sharing it with your friends. Continue sharing it with your friends and ensure that they join this conversation. And if you worry that, okay, the timing doesn't align for your friend, don't worry. It's going to be on YouTube for you to come back and rewatch after the session ends. Um, so whilst we spend a bit of time, let's watch a quick video, right? And then as we're watching that video, don't forget to continue sharing this link with your friends. Spam that your group chat. Let's not be asking for urgent 2K in 2026. This program offers every single thing that you need. The program is free, there is support to learn and hub, all these beautiful perks, and you cannot enjoy it by yourself. The point about being a gig worker, right, is for you to have a community that you can share your wins with, and all of you can win together at once. So share this link and begin to share the good news of Gateway with everyone in your community. So when we come back from this quick intermittent break that we're having, I hope to see your friends on this live soon as well. Toodoo.
They feel it's just sight. Across Nigeria,
Young people are discovering something powerful.
They feel it's just side gig, like side hustle. But gig for someone like me is real life work.
Their skills can travel the world. And through the Gateway program, women, persons with disabilities, and displaced youths are gaining access to new opportunities in the global digital economy.
People are getting access to jobs that they may not otherwise get had they been looking only at the local economy.
Participants can specialize in tracks like graphic design, digital marketing, UI UX design, and video production and editing. The Growth Pathway enables skilled creatives to strengthen their portfolios and access global gig work. The Foundation's Pathway supports beginners, build core technical skills, and secure their first gig. Visit gateway.cchub.africa. It's free.
So what am I introducing? Hi, everyone. We're back. I saw a comment that said that I referred my friend, but the program, yes, the program is not in Ocean State. Maybe I should reiterate the 10 states that Gateway is currently implemented in, so that when we're inviting our friends, we also ensure that we're not inviting them outside of the core focus state that Gateway is being implemented. So Abuja FCT, if you have friends in Abuja, if you have friends in Abuja, ensure that you invite them for the program. If you have friends in Enugu, Delta, Edo, Kaduna, Kano, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Rivers State. So ensure that everyone that you're inviting to the program live within these states that we've mentioned, right? So now that you've invited your friends, I can see that our friends joined this conversation. Thank you, everyone. Keep sharing the link. We're going to prepare for our guest speaker now. So the main reason why we are here, the main cocoa, the reason why we are here, right? We're going to get into that. And then I don't know if you followed the update that we shared. It's going to be that toolkit that we spoke about in our last session. And yes, we're not sharing it to everybody. So anybody that is not here will miss out. So invite them so that they don't miss out. Okay. So now we're going to bring up our guest speaker who is going to take us straight into the conversation. He has quite, like, the portfolio is really, really rich. I don't even know where to begin, right? His name is John Iyoha. Why do I sound like I just Chinesified the man's name? But John Iyoha, I guess that's how best I can pronounce it. He's a business and personal development trainer, coach, and facilitator with a proven ability to help businesses start, grow, sustain, and succeed. You can see that we're bringing experts for you. We're already seeing you in the gig economy, already earning, you're already getting paid your first $200, your first $500, your first $1,000. So we're ensuring that even the unofficial learning that is going on here, right? We're ensuring that we're creating only the best and experts from the wider ecosystem to bring you all the tea and everything that you need to learn. So John is widely recognized for his expertise in corporate and personal branding, organizational development, business continuity, effective communication, and public speaking. John is certified by the German Agency for International Cooperation, GIZ, and Gopal Worldwide Consultants as a trainer, facilitator, and coach in entrepreneurship and employability. In fact, I don't want to say too much. I think I've said a lot about John already. So if you can have John on the screen. Hi, John. Hello. I think
Good
you are
morning.
muted.
But
Okay,
you
can
can
you
hear me
say
now.
hello to us so we test
Hey,
your
hi.
audio?
Hello, good morning.
Okay. I hope you're
You,
having a
you can
great
hear me
day.
now. Oh, yes,
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 loud
yes, yes.
and clear. I hope you're having a
Yeah.
great. Okay. So without further ado, I already spent a bit of time trying to glorify all the great work that you've done,
Okay.
and I hope that I was able to do that few minutes that I had. Well, we can get right into the conversation. But before we go, is there any informal thing that you want everyone else to know on this conversation that we won't see in your portfolio? Know, something informal.
Uh, okay. So if I was going to say that I really like people, and I like to have
Interesting.
conversations. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, that is first. I was expecting to hear that you like starch or something like some interesting, meal like that. But yeah, we'll take liking people. Okay, then you can take us
Yeah.
away. We can just go straight into the conversation.
Okay. Thank you. So, good morning, guys. So, today we'll be talking about the power of personal branding, and we're going to have a fantastic time. So, just do well to listen and put your heart in such a place that you can receive and then develop yourself after that. As much as we're talking about how you can build yourself, understand that everything that will be taught here is going to work as much as you have power for implementation. So don't look at it just to be motivated. Understand the class as if you want to get things that you want to immediately implement. So the conversation will start now. We'll be talking about the power of personal branding, how your skills get you started, your name gets you paid. So let's say that again: your skill gets you started, but your name gets you paid. So it's important who you are in the corridors of power. And so let me say that again carefully. It's important who you are in the corridors of power, behind the doors where decisions are made. It's important that you have a good name there. So, as much as you are skilled, I try to say this, that skill is not the same thing as expression. So, skill is not the same as communication. Skill is not the same thing as reputation. So, if you don't have expression, communication, or reputation, all of these things are imbibed in branding. If you don't have any of these things, you might be the most gifted singer in the world, but you will never climb the stage that a Burna Boy or a Davido would climb. So an important conversation here is, how are you branding yourself? Because the moment you don't brand, you give people a very ungodly power to define you. Because if you're not branding yourself, understand that people are branding you. Because branding is deliberate or accidental. So that means that you can be in charge of your deliberate branding. So if people ask about who is Uche, for example, people are going to talk about Uche based off the experience they have of Uche. But Uche can take the responsibility to be the one to define himself. What does that mean? So Uche can set the parameters by which he is defined. And that's why we talk about personal branding. You can see the word branding, ING, branding. It's not just brand, it's branding. So the justification is this: everybody already has a brand, but branding is an active process. It's a verb. You are branding yourself. So branding is activity. So if you see from the definition we have here, we say personal branding is a deliberate practice. So deliberate practice of shaping how people perceive you. So away from the definition, I usually say this. I say branding is putting yourself in the best light possible. So for example, I'm in the best light is where you can see all my skincare. But if I was in worst light, so let me see if I can put my light off here. I didn't even plan to do this. But if I put my light off here, you don't see me well. But if I put it on, if I put it on now, then you see a better version of me. So in branding, we put ourselves in the best light possible. Best light possible. And it's key. If you don't do that as a person, then people are seeing a version of you you would otherwise not want them to see. So key to building yourself in this economy, gig or not, is that you have to make sure that you're in the best light possible. That you're in the best light possible. And in branding, we said again, is a deliberate practice of shaping how people perceive you. Because the brain in its natural state is a perception organ. So that means if people look at you, there's something they're already seeing. For example, there's something you're already seeing. You're like, you see me, and like, okay, look at this guy. Maybe his beard, his mustache, the way he said hi, he looks like he's a good communicator. And I didn't have to say all of this, but just by seeing me, your brain is doing more work than you give it credit for. And that's what happens to people. Sometimes their brains have interpreted you and they have not even said it, but they start to make statements like, I don't know why I don't feel that I can do business with this person. It's because the brain works faster than the mouth does. And if the brain is already informing them that this is not something that works, this is not somebody who can help us, then you start to see that they have a resistance that many times they cannot justify unless when they truly introspect. So as people who are building career, please understand this. If you are building your personal brand, you can't make statements like, I don't care what people say about me. And I'm trying to address all of this before we go in depth so that you just remove all those things that you have in, I want to say your Gen Z mind, but again, I'm not generation. But remove all those things that you have been taught. Remove every preconceived notion about self. Because you can't, if you are building a personal brand, something you cannot say is, I don't care what people say about me. Branding is about caring what people say about you. You can't say, I dey quick vex, I'm the type of person that, if people annoy me, I can be quiet, but when I'm angry, I'm just, you have to now have a deliberate, the most important word in branding is deliberate. You have to have a deliberate practice of shaping how people perceive you. And that comes from how you wear, what you wear, your skills, your values, what you are known for, so that your name itself creates opportunities. And that's so key. So everywhere they mention the name John Iyoha, doors are open. And that's not a prayer point. It's because I have built my brand properly in my space. So your name can open doors for you. They say a good name is better than riches. But I'm not going to be preaching. But it's important that your name can open doors for you. So, and the reason why this is so important in the gig space is this. Everybody seems to already be doing the same thing. If you're doing graphics, somebody else is doing it. If you're doing machine learning, somebody else is doing it. If you're doing programming, somebody else is doing it. What makes it worse, my people, is the fact that these days, sometimes it's not even somebody else, it's artificial intelligence is doing it. Therefore, if there's no defining trait about you, you're not better than a machine. And that should be painful, but no, it's not just painful. That should wake you up. If there's no defining trait about you in today's AI economy, if there's no defining trait about you, you are not better than a machine. Yes. So this class should absolutely wake you up. Can I go back to my first slide, please? So now, in plain terms, it's your reputation made visible. Every profile, every delivery, every post, and every conversation is quietly answering the client's real question. Can I trust this person with my money? Something we teach in the marketing space is that before clients can do business with you, they must know, like, and trust you. The next thing we say is that it's not about being so they must know you, they must like you, and they must trust you. So know is to be cognizant of who the person is. They must like you, so you must make yourself a likable person. And then trust is that they must find it wise to do transaction with you, and that's for you to build. And just calm down. I'm going to teach you on how to build all of that. It's not difficult. It's just deliberate. Next part is this. It's not being famous. It's about being findable, memorable, and trusted by the small circle of people who can pay you or refer you. So again, I'm going to talk about this, a small circle of people, because many times when we talk about branding, everybody just, we all get lost in the social media space, but it's a lot more than that now. because now you're meeting people, and then if you're talking about having big deals in your space, whether it's consulting my space or tech your space, it is very important that you are playing ball in those corridors of power. So that means your branding is important even more, because people don't just see you on the internet where many people can pretend that this is who they are. People will find you now in real life if they must trust you with bigger jobs. Think of it as a think of it as the difference between a designer I found online and the designer everybody recommends. Same job title, very different position. Next, please. Now, so let's take this example. Same skill, very different invoice. Why? You see, the first one, the first guy, freelancer A, if you're seeing my slide, please just follow me. The first one, great work, but nobody sees it. You're doing great jobs. You say, I've been in this space since 2019. I've been doing, if there's no differentiation, okay. Beautiful. Thank you, James. So I've been doing this, it's been great and everything, then but nobody has been seeing it. I've not been posting, and then they ask you why. You say, no, me, I'm not the posting type. People say a lot of ridiculous stuff, but sometimes you hear people say, me, I'm not the posting type. You would think that some of us were made to be the posting type. Next one is profile photo from 2019. Bio says I can do anything. I wanted to complete the scripture there. So profile photo is old. We don't know you. It has not changed. And sometimes some people don't even use profile photo. A bit of a problem I see with younger people now is that they always have some esoteric profile picture. It's always something about some graphic or some art. And it doesn't work like that. The economy doesn't work like that. People don't have 2 seconds to pay extra attention to you. So we're not going to ask you to please send your picture. We really want to know you, but you're not putting yourself out there. So we're going to try one, two, three times, and then we'll just rest. Now, the other thing is that the first freelancer is also waiting for clients to find them. So you see, that person is really good, great work, but the person is not ready for their next stage. Now, freelancer B, same skill, but shows the work every week. He puts out content every week. Number two, known for one thing, the brand designer for food businesses. So the person has niched into a particular space, known for food businesses. Next one, clients come referred, already trusting him, because they have built over time. Now they already have a marketing chain where customer loyalty is now leading to customer advocacy and then referrals. So they always have a stream of new clients to do business with. The gap isn't talent, it's visibility and trust. So you discover two equally talented people, and then one of them is just saying, no, I'm not the social media type. The other, in fact, freelancer A, and please, if you catch yourself in this space, let me know in the comment section. Freelancer A is always saying, some of these people on the internet, me, I'm even better than them. Okay, but we don't care. You are better than them. So, but we don't see you. We don't. So it's not just the internet. You don't go for conferences. You don't come out of your house. You say you are an introvert, but you're broke, and I don't know why you're still in your house, because introverts should not be broke. Introverts should have islands because they have made a whole lot of money. I mean, billionaires can be, but if you're in your house and you don't have money to do anything, what are you staying in the house for? So you're not coming out for conferences. If CC Hub is holding something today, you will find a reason why you shouldn't show up. You're not meeting new people, but you're just expecting that this year is your year. I don't know how you and your God are going to make that work, because it's pretty difficult for you to come up in your space if you don't know people. So freelancer A, freelancer B, where do you find yourself? Sincere conversation. Examine this and say, okay, you know what? I'm in freelancer A, but I clearly need to move and be freelancer B to reinvent myself, because as much as I am talented, I should make sure that the world is seeing that so that they know what to invest in. Next, please. So again, we're saying the gap is in talent, it's visibility, and it is trust. Why? Because it's not that you don't know what you are doing, it's that people who can make your work more profitable don't know what you are doing. And people cannot invest in what they do not know. So, what personal branding actually is, number one, is being known for a specific thing. And this is so important. Me, I know quite a whole lot. I teach people on communication, on public speaking, on anxiety management, on how to be better with speech. I teach on I teach on business. I teach on personal dev. I teach on quite a whole lot. I do staff trainings for multinationals and everybody here. But I try to be known for one thing, helping businesses grow. Now, I can put every other skill that I have inside this because I know you are asking this. And for many young people, the question is, how do I truly brand myself? And it's simple. One skill where you can put the other things in. But if you are so bothered about, what, people already know me for this, then I'll tell you, if you're still a very young person, choose the most profitable route right now. Because eventually, if you choose passion in a way to brand yourself based off what you're passionate about, understand that unless you can monetize a passion, you're going to suffer. But that's a conversation for another day, maybe when we're teaching about career. But if you're branding properly, please make sure that you are doing it with one thing, a specific thing. Next thing, showing your real work and results. You see, underline the word real, REAL, because it's going to be tested. So if you say, for example, I've been a trainer of people from Nigeria to Canada, we're going to ask you questions about it. And if you falter, that entire brand that you have built comes somersaulting down. So show your real work and results. Next one is sounding like yourself consistently. In the personal branding space, we just call this authenticity. So build your authentic voice. Don't try to sound like Eric or Salem King or any other person in the space. Build your authentic voice. Yes, people might not catch on in the beginning, but the moment they know that this is your authentic self and you have kept true to it, you're going to see your own authentic followers, not people who follow you because you sound like somebody else. I'm trying not to use examples now so that I don't throw shades at people. But there are a lot of people in the social media space who you can clearly see are just ripping off content from somebody else. If you're building your career, ask yourself, what is your most comfortable way of telling the world that this is the career that I'm building? You don't have to vlog about it. You don't have find your own authentic way. If vlogging is your authentic way, beautiful, but sound like yourself. The reason why we say sound like yourself is simple. It's because if you don't sound like yourself, it's not sustainable. Very soon you get tired of you get tired with the whole process because it's not coming from you. Then before you know it, we hear that you have started your personal branding journey, and next thing you are nowhere to be found. I hope you're feeling that. Next one is delivering well, then telling the story. So deliver well, then tell your story. A key part of personal branding is storytelling. People want to know about you. Like I said, if people are going to buy from you, they must know, like, and trust you. Now, what personal branding is not trying to be everything to everybody. You don't have one market. You're always trying to be everywhere. I can do this and do that and do this and do that. It's true that in your own private DMs, you can be doing that, yeah? But in public, people must know that this is the image you are trying to sell. Okay? Next one, posting motivational quotes all day. So let me add to this. Apart from posting motivational quotes, a lot of you young people, please take me back. A lot of you young people, I go on your WhatsApps and I start to see that every day you're posting 41 things and it's just memes, it's just cruise. You are not helping yourself. And I'm saying this as somebody who is not too old. Me, I'm a young man. But I'm saying this. You can't just be posting cruise content the whole day. It's just from Sabinus to somebody else the whole day. If we're looking for content like that, we know the pages to go and visit. But it can't be you. You have a career in front of you. Every day you're posting 41 things about, and it's just fun and it's just cruise and it's TikTok quotes. You know, we don't know anything about you. You're just always trying to edify us with comedy and with motivation. Please, please, you have a career in front of you. Don't change your page, your this page to Tunde Ednot's page. That's his career. That's not yours. But if that's all you are doing the whole day, and I'm not saying you should not post content like that. I mean, me, I post once in a while if it's something that has really struck my heart. But most of my content would be about what I do. I go out there, I do trainings, I meet up with people, so that people who are my clients on my page can clearly see that this is what I am about. I'm not a comedian. Next part is this. Next part is this: forming a fake accent or lifestyle, and this happens a whole lot. Like I said, it's not sustainable. If you meet me in real life, my voice is this good. I promise. Next one is packaging noise with nothing behind it. Now, this is so important in building your brand. Understand this, that I do not object to you going to a cave to gather your content first. Because is it possible that Mr. John is saying build your brand and you're really confused? And the confusion is not really that you don't know, it's not like you don't want to start, but you truly don't think you have value yet. And the answer is completely yes. Yes, because branding is a sustainable exercise, and if you have to go for 3 to 6 months into that cave, and I'm being figurative, don't find any cave, please. But if you have to go into your shell and build yourself for 6 months so that you have what to truly show the world, then please do so. Please do so. You don't have to be in a hurry, because there are a lot of people who are saying a lot of noisy rubbish, and they're every day on the internet. They always have something to say, and some of us listening, I'm like, this is so bad. So if that's something you have to go back and say, you know what, I'm going to build. I'm already in the graphic space, but I don't have a commanding voice as to defining what graphics are, as to being a better teacher to people in that space, as to what my journey is. In fact, I've not even started my journey of learning. If you have to go through that, then do well to do so. Okay. So you say you already have a brand. The question is whether you are shaping it. Like I said, everybody already has a brand. You are either defined by what society says or how you present yourself. Next one, please. Now, the 4 building blocks, and I'm wrapping up now. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. So let's use a graphic designer. You know, so instead of saying graphic designer, you say product page designer for online stores. You know, as we've been saying this, it's important that you clarify what your discipline is, what your niche is. Product page designer for online stores. Let people know you by that small thing. Okay. So very important. Next one is show the work. Before and after shots, screenshots, short breakdowns. If clients can't see it, it did not happen. So in my consulting space, we say this. We say if you did not document it, it did not happen. So if it's not documented, it did not happen. And it's very important that as you build, you are documenting. You have proof. Next one is stay consistent. 4 building blocks on how to build a brand in such a short time. Stay consistent. Same name, and I beg you, please, same name. Don't be Christopher on WhatsApp and then be Chris for Jesus, and then be Chris 1004 XX4 on TikTok. There's no consistency. Same name, same photo, same offer. Whether it's up, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's X, whether it's it's any other platform. Confusion kills referrals. Confusion, I mean, it just disables your customers if they are trying to follow you up. And finally, collect proof. After every good delivery, ask for a review or a testimonial One screenshot of praise beats 10 adverts, and this is so important. Customer referrals work better than adverts do. Why? Because people believe customers, because that's a organic process of telling people of telling the world what you have done for them, instead of you pumping your money into ads that people know just curated stuff that you need the world to see. So collect proof and show it. All of this is so important. I've, please bring me back first. I've thought about personal branding for many years now, and the truth here is this: this is the simplest framework to build your brand. I mean, I could give you the one that are 10 steps, but this is the simplest. All you have to do is to do this and do this properly. Thank you. Next. So so now let's do a CTA, a call to action, by telling you about steps you can quickly do this week. Fix one profile. Fix one profile. Fix one profile. Whether it's your ex, whether it's your, just fix your profiles. All your profiles now, please. Fix your profiles. Next one is post one piece of work, something you have been doing. And please, if you're listening, take a screenshot and hold yourself accountable. In fact, maybe send it to your accountability partner and tell them these are things I must do this week. Post one piece of yourself. I mean, post one piece of work. Let people see what you do. Post one piece of work. Okay. Is that fine? I'm believing that in this moment we're taking screenshots. I believe in you guys. So if you're taking screenshots, can you just drop a comment? Let me see that I'm not just talking to myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are good people here. Okay, just 2 people take screenshots, because I want you, like I said, more than all of this talk about, I'm just coming here to train and dazzle you, which is easy. But it's important that you can screenshot and say, these are the things I'm doing. These are the things that I'm implementing. So one profile, fix your profiles, post one piece of work that you have been doing. It doesn't matter if the world is saying no, this girl is trying to do this, and it doesn't make any sense. She's not qualified. Don't worry, just breathe in. The problem is that they are not used to your authentic voice. The moment they get used to it, everybody who is great today in the content space or even in the career space, people found them to be ridiculous in the beginning. Get used to being called ridiculous. Don't worry, they will get used to it. I mean, one day, it was 2024. I did a training. It was for the presidency, and it was fantastic. It was 1 week of training. It was for the special advisor to the president on vocational and entrepreneurship education, and it was such a great time. And a friend of mine from university days messaged and then said, "We don't know you are this good, though. Yeah, you are trying. Keep it up." I'm like, who the I'm sorry, I'm trying not to use the wrong word, but who are you to tell me to keep it up? You know, you just see people from your past who are always trying to remind you that you're not qualified for where you are. Give them time. Give them time. They will come back and celebrate who you are becoming. But it will not be you that will mess up to not become what you should be in the name of people are looking. And that's one of the issues we find with people building their personal brand. That you're always thinking too much about yourself, that everybody is looking. No, people are projecting. People don't think they can be more. So the moment you are trying to be more, it challenges them. And sometimes they need to remind you that this is where you are starting from. It's okay to be reminded. Add it to your story and tell it in a beautiful way. But don't stop. So do all of these things that we are saying, and I'm trusting you guys to follow through. Can I see my final slide, please? Thank you, Digital Nurse. So your brand is being built every day by design or by accident. Your brand is being built each day by design or by accident. You don't need to go viral. You need 20 people who trust you enough to refer you. Start small, one lane, one profile, one post, one testimonial. Just please start. The work opens the door. The brand keeps it open. I'm believing that you guys can make the most of your year. Thank you. Soft Life Lounge. I like that name. Anyway, I think I had a fantastic time. Thank you, my people. If you have questions now, this is where I'm here. Mm, God bless you.
Oh, what can I say? What can we say? Actually, I will not say what can I say because on my own I was taking notes. It was like I'm also in the session and I'm a participant. So, in fact, we need to give a. What's your favorite thing to drink, John? Water, wine. What are you drinking on you?
Has has to be white wine.
Okay, let's give the man some cheers or I don't know. I think that emoji where you have two cups like clanking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can we just since we can't give you white wine, obviously, and we're going to, have
Sarah,
you live
you're owing me white
vicariously.
wine now.
Say less, say less.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
worries at all. Okay, so let's say thank you to John because this was such an amazing. Thank you. Drink water. See, I think you've been with us in spirit because we've had previous sessions where our very, very great, expert was parched in between and we were feeling for him. So it's so interesting to see you drinking water now. So yes, everyone, can you please drink water, stay healthy, and continue to build your brand? There's so much that we learned. Thank you so much for taking our
Thank
time
you.
to be here. I think we can take a couple of questions for you from the participants, if you don't mind, just spare us a bit of your time,
I would
maybe
want
some
that.
extra 5 minutes, okay? Um, I will just read one question. Emmanuel says, how can we navigate through it to make it focus on a service rather than pitching different services and agreements?
How can we navigate being focused on a service instead of pitching on different things?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would almost want to hear from Emmanuel as to what service and what he's trying to navigate through, because the answer would really need to be specific. But if not, I usually try to say for young people, we are usually drawn to thinking that passions are so important. And your passion is fine, but your passion needs profit.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be distracted thinking that you're going to solve the problem of the whole world yet. You need money to do that. So very importantly, look for your place of profit and see how you can learn and build from that side. Like I said, I would need to hear from him to know what exactly he's talking about because the advice might be different. So if Emmanuel can find me on my socials, I would want to have a conversation with him.
Oh, thank you so much for even offering to have a conversation post this session. Your time is invaluable and we can't say thank you enough. I think that Emmanuel put a follow-up comment. I don't know if you can find that, or maybe the conversation can go on beyond here, so that we
Okay.
can accommodate maybe one or two more. We have one from Zainab that says, how will I create a portfolio as a student?
As a student, you're just in a gold mine, and many of us did not know this when we were still in school, right? Because as a student, all you have to do is show activity. So please join clubs, vie for political position, do things that already put you in the space. If you are doing this, all these things go on your portfolio. What we're trying to see before we put you on is that you have some experience of outside work. So do these
Mm-hmm.
things and build your portfolio. Join clubs, join as organize outreaches. So if it's a tech outreach to talk to 1,000 students in Unijust about a particular thing that you are doing, when you do that, it's now on your portfolio. Put out content on LinkedIn about it. People want to see that you are a vanguard for movements. Because if we see that you are doing that, of course, CC up now will say, if this person is already active in the space and already has command of over 5,000 young people, then we would want to have you on. But the problem is that many of you are just many young people are trapped in their own heads. They just think that everybody's watching me. Secondly, me, I'm a Sigma. Me, I'm a Gen Z. I don't do too much. I'm not the talking type. Nobody really cares. Come out there and do your best. Yeah. And please, for direction to make more accurate decisions, seek mentorship. I beg you. Young people, you don't know so much. And you should be humble enough to admit that. So seek mentorship.
Thank you so much. I think that we will take everything that is being asked. I think you already touched on,
Hmm.
because you've already given us the steps on how to build a brand, and I think that it's applicable across all industries. So thank you so much. For everyone that has any further questions, we do advise you to come back and replay this session at your own convenient time so that you can connect the dots and begin to build an actionable roadmap for yourself from everything you've learned even in your day-to-day life. Thank you so much, John, for taking our time. We can't say thank you enough. We hope
Sarah,
that you
thank
have
you.
a great day. Yeah, and I'll see you
Thank you.
later for the white wine. Or we'll have that conversation later. Thank you and
I'm
have a
holding
great day.
you to that. Thank you. Take
No
care.
worries at all. All right then. Have a great day. So thank you so much everyone for taking our time to be here. I saw a question that I think that is important that we just talk about. When you said that, oh, I'm just starting my skill, where do I begin? Begin with Gateway. That's why we're here, right? And so this is your nudge. If you've not logged into your LMS this entire week, I know that a couple of us, if you're on the foundations pathway and you're taking your UI UX or your digital marketing course on Coursera, it's okay, but you must also log into your LMS today. Ensure that you log into your LMS at least 3 times a week. Go to the community hub portal and drop comments. Let's engage there, guys. If your peer or your fellow gateway participant leaves a comment, let's ensure that we log in at least 3 times a week to see what's going on so we can respond to them. I know that it's important for you to have a partner, and how do we do that if we don't leverage, those peer groups that have been created to drive that? And we must ensure that we complete our courses. We're not leaving things halfway here. If you want to build a personal brand, if you want to build a personal brand and ensure that your clients know where to find you and you build a proof of work, you must have completion at the back of your mind. You must be able to finish things that you start. So if you know you started your orientation course, or maybe you're on the growth pathway, you've not finished your business management or your general gig work course, log in today. Log in today and ensure that you continue and complete your course. So I know that we've enjoyed the conversation so far. Everything that John has said, very, very valid times 10. And it's very important that you come back and replay this session, right? So we talked about a toolkit that was going to be shared. We talked about a toolkit that was going to be shared. Please ensure that you check the chat now. That link is going to be going up. So that toolkit contains, the steps that you need to know, right? Some of the prerequisite skills or tips that you should know or have at the back of your mind as a first-time freelancer or somebody who's just breaking into the industry. So engage with that toolkit in your free time. See how we're creating everything for you. Very demure, very mindful, very gateway like. We don't do half-assed things here. So ensure that you carry that completion vibe that we're already giving you. Log into your elements and complete your courses, guys. Refer your friends and ensure that you take time engaging with the toolkit and so that you can learn applicable action or actionable activities that you can take in to the week as you go. The page does not load when I try to log in. Okay, I'm guessing that's like a support conversation. Okay, so whilst we're still talking about the toolkit, Click on the link, guys. Save it. Sorry, tribers, forgive me, tribers. Click on the link, save it to your drive, go back to it after you've watched the replay of this session and begin to build the roadmap for your next steps as well. So very quickly, I'm going to go over, we're coming to the end of the session, guys. Don't worry. So if you know that John's session was very 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 solid. Like you were I was taking notes by the way. See me, I was taking notes. I'm like, okay, that's good, that's good. So if you know you enjoyed his session, take a minute to fill this survey that we're going to be putting in the chat so that we let John know how we felt about the session. I know we already gave him white wine virtually, but fill the survey for him to be able to know, do we bring him back again? Do we do yeah, do we spin the block again and be like, okay, you know what, yeah, we're going to bring back. So for us to be able to tell how you felt about today's session and keep creating future sessions to be as exceptional, we don't do anything less, only excellence or nothing. And so I hope you imbibe the attitude of excellence and log into your elements and complete your courses. That's my login. Because before you start to build personal brand, before you can access all these amazing perks that we have for you on the program, you must complete your course. So go back, log in, guys, and ensure that you complete your course. So fill the form and let John know how you felt about the session. We have interesting activities coming up. Drum roll, please. Drrrr. Yeah, there's going to be a 103 of this gig readiness series next week. Same time, same place. We'll share the date with you. So ensure that you check updates from us when you see broadcast emails or when you see Telegram messages. Click on it, see what we're talking about, and join us on the 30th of July at 11 a.m. on YouTube for the 103. Who are we going to bring? I don't know. When you join, you find out. Yeah, yeah. So ensure that you save it on your calendars. You go and click on it on YouTube and say remind me and share with your friends as well. We have a GDEI session tomorrow at 11 a.m. on YouTube Live for the girlies only, women only, the sweet, amazing girlies of Gateway. If you're on this live, come forward. Yeah, ensure that you make it a date with us tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I know that we're seeing a lot of technical questions in the chat. Don't worry, we're going to be having an Ask Me Anything session on the 31st of July, which is next Friday at 10 a.m. So we've even blocked 2 hours of our calendar. We want to be able to support, you to be able to move from point A to point B on the program. It's very important that you complete your course. And so we're going to ensure that we provide you all the virtual support that you need. So make it a date with us. There will be a form that will be shared on Telegram and via broadcast for you to submit your questions. We will be answering them live next Friday with other members of the team as well. The previous one used to do it on Google Meet. So now I want to put it on live for everyone to join. So if you know you have questions and your palm is itching to type it out, don't worry. You'll see the updates from us with the link very, very soon. I want to check how many people have filled our survey. I know you tribals always show up for us, so you're going to give me a minute. I will spend just, a bit of time ensuring that we get the feedback for John, so we know if we should bring him back for the next session or one of our future sessions. Please, can we have the form again, Nate? Yeah, thank you. You can see it on the chat. Ensure you click and fill that form. Tribers, let's get these numbers up. Ensure you fill the form. If you don't fill the form, we'll not see you again next time. Then. Don't fill the form, we'll not see you again next time. Okay. Ensure that you fill the form. And that will be all. Just spend a bit of time logging into your LMS, engaging with your course. If you have questions, send an email to support at gateway.cco.africa. If you have questions that are related to your training or your coursework in itself, please reach out to training at gateway.cco.africa. Let's not make mistakes on the emails, tribers. I saw a message that said, oh, I reached out to Gateway walkthrough at gate.cchub and the email bounced. That's because it's not a correct email address. And we always try to reiterate the correct email address. So if you know you might miss it, just pen it down somewhere, right? If you have questions relating to your voucher, how to redeem it, how to access it at the hub, okay, ensure that you send an email to work tools, work tools at gateway, gateway, not gate, private, gateway.cchub.africa. If you have any questions as regard your safety, maybe you've gone into the hub to redeem your voucher, you feel some type of way about something, you would need some safeguarding, guidance, etc. Please reach out to safeguarding at gateway.cchub.africa. These numbers I'm seeing on our phones are not. We enjoyed. I love the energy in the chat when Zainab came up. I love the energy in the chat when John was, delivering his session. It means we're paying attention. So how do we say thank you? The form is not loading. The form will load. You just have to ensure that you are using a Chrome account, right? And ensure that your internet is stable. And then you should be able to fill the form. So please just try that again. Let's tell Mr. John. I've seen Mr. John in the chat. Let's tell John thank you virtually by filling that survey, even if we literally can't buy him white wine or none of us can say thank you to him in person. So this would help us create how you want future sessions to be. And don't think that we just collect or emphasize that you fill the form and we don't do anything with it. We take your survey, we go back and look at all the feedback you share with us, and we also use that in improving future sessions for every single part of the program. So don't think that, oh, we're just asking you to fill the survey. You also dictate how we curate future sessions. So you are a big stakeholder in all these things that we do, right? So take a bit of time to fill the form. Okay, I see that our numbers are coming up, but we can do a lot better than that. I think we had over 300 plus people on this live. So we will end this live in like 6 minutes. But do we want to take a minute to fill the form? Let's do that. Let's ensure that we fill it. Um, that's our only way of saying thank you to John, to Zainab, to me. If you want to see me next time, so I know you said you were excited to hear my voice. So if you want to see me next time, just fill the form. We'll spend a bit of time. Say what say thank you, Miss Sarah. Thank you, Favor, for thanking me. But fill the form too so that I can know that you're thanking me. I love the energy. I'm done filling the form too. Feedback done. The link is not loading. Ensure that you are using your Chrome account, right? And that your internet is stable. Ensure that that is done and you'll be able to fill your form easily. Thank you. Still unable to. Girls only the advantage of being a girl. Yeah, good. I mean, it's tomorrow's session you're talking about, I'm sure. That's what you mean, right? Chiamaka. Yes, we do encourage you to also invite your friends who have not signed up to the program. So as we're saying thank you to Mr. John and we're anticipating our GDEI session tomorrow, let's fill our form. Okay. Do we say goodbye very soon or do we still stay a bit? Okay. I can see the numbers are going up. Let's ensure that we keep filling the form, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. And don't forget to log into your LMS, complete your courses, and I will see you very soon. Have an amazing day.
Rome is now my daily bed. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Oh, through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning on my way, turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we will break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A dignified life, I'm coming through. Oh, this is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall. Through the gateway, I claim my place. A future built by skill and opportunity. I've been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, kicks passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans, I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs. I see the vision crystal clear. Opportunity is here. What I build is what I own. I plant the seed, I fully grow. No more doubt, I know my worth. I'm creating value on this earth. Step by step, I claim my space. Rome is now my daily base. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Oh, through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we will break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A dignified life, I'm coming through. Oh, oh, oh. This is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall. Through the gateway, I claim my place. A future built by skill and opportunity. Oh, yeah. Oh. I've been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, kicks passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans, I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs.